Hello everyone, what is cooking all you good-looking people out there, and welcome to another exciting episode of GeoGuessr. Today on the docket, regular challenge. Yes, a challenge run, 3 minutes long each guess, so like 15 minutes total. But that's not really what matters now. Yes, I like starting every episode by making a guess as to where we are. And by this sign, I would say that we are in Russia. So where in Russia are we? Well, where in Russia do they love cherries? Beets, maybe? Potatoes, perhaps? These pictures are kind of hard to tell what they are. Although that doesn't really look like any potato I saw. Rhubarb, Coca-Cola. Well, I would say that they definitely love themselves some of that in Russia over near Omsk, or no, we're gonna say we're in Tumen. So we were not in Tumen, we were in a place called the middle of the road. Again, see, that's one of the things. I don't know if this is a recent development, but I was prior under the understanding that they did not map the roads in Russia. I should go check that out again. Or have they started mapping roads between cities? I thought they only had circles around cities, but I guess I could be wrong. Anyways, 2,497 points is that one, but that's not really what matters. Let's go make ourselves a challenge. 3 minutes on the clock. Let's create that challenge with a nice URL. You guys can find that URL down in the description below. You guys can click on that, go do the challenge yourselves. Once it's done, come back, and then you can see how I did, and then write down in the comments if you guys did better. If you have any you can listen to how I figure things out. And then if you guys have some hot tips on how you guys, what I really like is when you listen to me say how I figure things out, then you guys can say like how you figured it out. And you guys have tons of really cool tips on how to figure out where in the world you are. I think it's awesome. 6BAU, 6 big BAU. Let's start that challenge. Nice. Ooh, this is going to be a tough one. Yep, it's gonna not be an easy one. Okay, so we've got trees, a tree-lined way with sort of grass. It's very gray. We are in. I'm not even sure of the country. I mean, to me, this. Okay, the sign is on the right, which is important. To me, this feels like the sort of. I guess. To me, this feels like this sort of area up here, but maybe not. I don't really know. It doesn't feel dry and not dry, but sort of summery enough to be anywhere that's not that. Let's go check out this car. Okay, it's a Mercedes, and that doesn't really tell us something. But what it does tell us is not an EU license plate. Okay, so which one of these countries won't be part of the EU? Honestly, I think all of these are. Right? All of these are. Maybe ones that aren't part are like some like Moldova and I don't know, like Albania. Like these ones are the ones that aren't part of the EU, right? I should really brush up on which countries are part because I don't know which one are the member countries and which ones are lacking. I mean, Russia is not part. I mean, neither is the Ukraine. Neither is I think I don't know. I think like Switzerland isn't part of it, but kinda is in the sense that like you can freely travel. Like it kind of has just abstained from it for like sort of its Ooh, okay, so we are in somewhere that clue tells me that we are very likely actually in Ukraine, Belarus area because these sort of buildings I think are there. They're like they kind of look like bus stops. I don't know if they really are, but I've seen them there. I'm thinking maybe we're gonna go with Belarus on this one. I think it would be a good idea to go. Where in Belarus shall we say we are? Where's north? North is this way. That doesn't tell me shit. Okay, if we got Minsk and Kiev, and we've got like what is it? The like Chernobyl's over here. So let's go a little bit far from there. It's somewhere like here, right? I'm not really too familiar. I think it's somewhere around here. It's like here. Like here's where it is. Pripyat. That's where it was. So why don't we go with like a little bit north? Let's go for like Kalinkavici right there. Make that guess. And we were actually we were in this place over here. In I think the area is called the Baltic, but this area would be known as this place. We're in this place, which we're still not too familiar what to call it, honestly. But we were in a place called Nothing on a road very far away. So okay, I had the sort of right idea in mind. I knew it was sort of had a Russian feel, maybe a former Russian feel. I don't know if this is actually technically part of Russia. This might be part of Russia. In fact, if you guys know that, you guys can tell me. 2,351 points. That's not too bad. Okay. Oh wow, we might have been lacking on time there. I didn't even check. That was a risky frisky right there. Okay. Not much is telling me much over here. Local what only? Local traffic only? I don't really know. Okay, so that was the signs are on the right side. Local traffic only. Things are English. Things are death. I mean, this looks like it could be in North America. And to confirm that, we're going to see, well, we've got a car that doesn't have a license plate on it, but it does have a license plate holder for a North American license plate. We've got like a Volkswagen, and we've got this car, which is probably the strangest part, because that seems to be not a car you would often see in North America, but we are in North America, so what does that tell you? Not much, really. Got trampoline, boats. We got very nice cottages. I mean, honestly, a place like this, I could see me having seen places like this before. Little cottagey roads like this. I mean, it's very nice. Let's see if the license plate on this truck gives me any clue. It's not gonna give me any clue, is it? We got a pickup truck. We are in North America somewhere. I'm feeling sort of cottage country. Very, very overgrown, this road. We're near a lake at the bottom of the hill where honestly I have no idea where this could be. I really wish that I had something. Although there was a fire hydrant we just saw there. Fire hydrant meaning that that there is like we're in a place that has what do you call it? Like plumbing. Like there's actually plumbing installed here. People aren't just getting water out of the lake, or maybe they are, but there's some kind of like underground water feeding system. Oh, okay. What are we at? We're at Hood Point West. That sounds like something they would do in Oregon, doesn't it? I mean, the thing about it is I don't actually know. You see, I don't actually know what these places look like. Hood Point West. To me, that doesn't really give me many hints as to where we could be. But big trees like this, see, these are the kind of trees I imagine seeing in California, or maybe like Northern California, or maybe Oregon. Oregon was my first thing, but you know what? Hood Point West sounds like something you would see in sort of Northern California. So why don't we go and say that was like a lake? So why don't we go say we're on I don't know, Lake Alamore. I mean, there's a big drought going on in California right now. Westwood, sure. Let's make that guess. Oh my God, we were actually in Canada. We're near Vancouver. Really? Okay, well, I guess, yeah, BC does have big forests like that as well. Oh, interesting. And is this place called the Hood Point West? Wow, I never got the Canada out of that. I thought you were in the States. Interesting. Near Vancouver. Wow. Well, I didn't guess too far. 2,171 points. Interesting. Maybe I missed something that would have given that away. Okay, we're on a road here. We are in Australia because you can see the little stickies going on here. Not that I'm going to get a lot of points on this one because, again, we are in the absolute middle of somewhere. I don't want to call this the middle of nowhere, of course, but the pictures are clear, so I'm going to keep going down the road. If the pictures were blurry, I would pretty much just make a guess, because seriously, what am I going to get out of this? I feel like we're on a major road. I feel like we may actually finally be on that road that crosses from South Australia to Northern Territory. We may be somewhere along the lines of right here. It's very desert-like, right? So I think that's a possibility. Rayco Service Wigglewood. I don't know what that even means. Does that mean anything to anyone? Rayco Service, Wigglewood, Winglewood, Inglewood, not really to me. The little stickies is really what's giving it away for me. Hopefully I'm right, and hopefully we're not in like Botswana, in which case that would be a disaster. But I have a feeling that we're not. Again, that sign was on the left-hand side of the road, so you can use that as another clue to tell that you are either in Botswana, South Africa, or Australia, or Japan. But we're not in Japan because things are in English. A bus stop. There's a bus stop coming up. Really, seriously, there's a bus stop coming up over here? Well, somebody lives out here, right? Wood Springs. Okay, we're in a place called Wood Springs. Well, can we find such a place? I honestly doubt it, but, you know, I'm going to take a look. Sure. Why don't we go for where these intersect, and why don't we just go... Okay, Alice Springs. We can't be too far from Alice Springs. You get Alice Springs, so you just go down a little bit, and you get to Wood Springs, I'm guessing. No, again, I would never have guessed over here. It's always Queensland, isn't it? Always, every darn time. Always Queensland, every time. We are, I guess, oh, that's Inglewood right there. Okay, so there's an Inglewood. Again, I would never have found that. So, I mean, it's not like zooming around close to the map, I would have found that. Always fucking Queensland, isn't it? Every time, it seems. But that's okay. All right, changing of the seasons. I immediately think Northwest, but that doesn't really necessarily hold true. Lots of places in the world could have that. Wait, what is that? 812? That seems familiar to me if that's 812 area code, but it might be 312. I don't actually know. 8 seems like a bit of a strange one. Is that actually an area code that I would even know? Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Wow, look at that. That's a beautiful house. Again, I don't know if the styling of that house is something I should do. We got DirecTV, so that would mean that we're in the States. Yes, that is how I'm gonna tell. Probably some flags around here that I'm missing. DirecTV, now, are they a nationwide provider? They're a provider that I know are in Michigan. I know they're in Michigan, because I've seen commercials for them, and a lot of the, I think, the American Fox channel that we get here is somewhere that is in Michigan. So we could be in Michigan, although honestly, I have no idea where we would be. Is there anywhere that, why don't we go for Ann Arbor? I mean, honestly, Ann Arbor, I think, is a nice looking place, but that's just where I'm gonna place my cursor for now. We're gonna keep on going here and seeing if we can actually see something that'll actually give us a good idea of where we are. Okay, things have gotten a little bit more blurry here. Section Street, Fifth Third Bank. Okay, that seems like it's a bit of a strange one. I'm not gonna see the section road, and honestly, I just have no idea. Wait, hold on, what? What? Now, here, what? We're in the US, right? They have Bank of Montreal in the US? I mean, that almost blows my mind that they do. We're not in Canada, but they have Bank of Montreal in the US. Well, fuck me. Seriously, they do? That is... Okay, fine. Then I'm going to say we're close over here. I'm going to say we're then in New Hampshire. Sure, we're going to say we're in New Hampshire. In Manchester. Sure. I don't think we're near the sea, so let's go for Manchester. But I mean, seriously, that blows my mind. I'm thinking Michigan, but honestly, just because Bank of Montreal. They have Bank of Montreal in Sullivan, Indiana. Well, that is one of the strangest things. I never knew. Why would a Canadian financial institution... I mean, here's a weird one. Aren't the Carolina Hurricanes' stadium like the RBC Center? That's a bit of a strange one. Isn't there also a... what is that other... Is there another Canadian bank? There's some Canadian banks represented in the U.S., which seems very strange to me that that's the truth, but... Fuck it, I guess it must be. 2,068 points. There you go. And finally, we are doing pretty disastrously this round here, honestly. But that's okay. You know, these were some hard locations. We're in a place, got lots of big old fields, rumbling around here. I don't really know what we're getting here. Big open areas. My God, I'm not doing too well on this one. I really wish I had figured some ones out better. But We're in the US, at least that's what I think I can tell. Again, not really sure. We're going to get a vehicle coming up here. Hopefully that vehicle is going to give us some clues. It's a van. It's a van. It's a van. People are going biking. Where do they like biking? Poland. Nope, we're in Russia. No, that's not it. That's just we're not there at all. That was just nonsense commentary right there. I don't know. This could be so many places. Okay, well, what do I see about this place that is of any kind of remarkableness? It's very flat. It could again be the Midwest, although I have a feeling that we're a little bit more norther than that. We're a little bit more north than the Midwest. Have I seen anything that tells me what state or province we're in? No, I haven't, and I really wish I did, because that would be very useful. We've got Andelwood, attention truckers, Vetera. Okay, well, that doesn't really help me at all now, does it? Really wish we would come across a speed sign, then I could actually see what world we're in. And we're not. Oh, we're coming up to something. We're coming up to something here. Oh boy, that doesn't help me at all. What? Okay, well, this is a place called Musco Pentung Suto Nation. Okay, that would be in northern Saskatchewan. Yeah, Saskatchewan. Okay, great. Saskatchewan, northern Saskatchewan. That's what I'm getting over here. Route 640. Never gonna be able to tell where that is. Northern, really northern or southern? Hard to tell. Let's go with. This is really hard. Moose Jaw. I'm not seeing any names. Why don't we go for a little bit northern? Let's go for something like right over here, or let's go up. Sure, let's go up right to there. Make that guess, and we were south Saskatchewan. Damn it, that's too bad. Well, we at least too bad I said I went that north. Anyways, 2,263 points on that one, leading us to a grand total of 10,837. Australia, well, I mean, we didn't really see much going on there. Belarus, that was kind of close enough to this area. That was a really hard one to tell. That was a tough one. Which one was this one? This one? Indiana? Why would we be in Indiana when there's a Bank of Montreal? This one, maybe I could have told we were in Canada. I honestly don't know. And this one, again, that was a really tough round. 10,837. My God, if you guys did better, if you guys have any hints that I missed, if there's an easy way to tell which Australian state or province you're in, again, I forget which one, probably province, which Australian province you're in, please tell me, because I always have trouble with that. And it seems like Queensland is just so varied that it's impossible to tell when you're anywhere else. And I'm sure all the other provinces are varied as well. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. And as always, I will see you guys tomorrow for another, well, not for another, but for a viewer challenge. I guess another, because we've done many before. But for a viewer challenge. Aw, yeah. Cue the royalty-free music. 3, 2, 1, go. Come on, everybody, get on your feet. Stand up, look at the screen and repeat. I'm gonna like, rate, comment, and subscribe. I love watching Ather vids all of the time. Thanks for dropping by and spending the time. Hope you've enjoyed, and let's get on with our lives. Oh yeah. Thanks to Kevin MacLeod for these awesome beats. Woo yeah. Have a good one. Bye.